You hear it. Every night? That little sound. Talk, talk, talk. Just a gecko, right? But what if that tiny whisper was actually a secret sign? A quiet signal from the universe? A call for money, for real wealth? Sounds crazy, doesn't it? What if I told you this isn't just some old wives' tale? This is a real key to your money flow, a hidden omen right in your home. Stay with me until the very end. I'll show you the secret meaning behind each call and how it ties to your financial luck. You'll want to hear every single whisper. From now on, this is just one of many secrets in our journey for true abundance. So make sure you're subscribed for all our whispers about wealth and hidden truths. We all have sounds in our homes, the gentle hum of the fridge, wind rustling so softly outside your window, things we just filter out. Our brains, they are truly amazing, so good at ignoring noise. It's a survival thing, really, to focus only on what truly matters, the urgent things. But sometimes, in that familiar, quiet hum, there's something else, something tiny, so incredibly easy to miss, like the gecko's call, that soft, quick sound, talk talk, often totally unheard, or just dismissed as simply part of the night, a tiny creature doing its own thing. Yet, for centuries, across so many cultures, especially here in Asia, people deeply believed these little sounds carried a secret message, a very specific one, from nature itself, from the universe, a whisper meant just for them. They weren't just little lizard noises. Oh no, they were true whispers about your fate, about your future, a direct hint to what was coming. And what's truly fascinating is how often these whispers were tied directly to your money, your fortune, your financial path, your very own abundance. Imagine that, a tiny messenger giving you a hint, a subtle, gentle nudge towards something big, something wonderfully positive, just around the corner, almost here. It's a truly fascinating thought. That ancient wisdom so patiently told us to simply listen to these smallest signals in our own quiet homes for signs of coming wealth. Truly powerful, isn't it? So, you've heard the sound, maybe many times, but how do you know if it's just a gecko or a real whisper? A message just for you? It's simpler than you think. Truly, the secret lies in the numbers. It's quite simple, actually, but so incredibly powerful. If a gecko calls just 1 or 2 times, talk talk, that's just a gecko doing its gecko thing, looking for a friend or a little snack. Nothing special there, nothing to worry about. But here's the real magic. The ancient wisdom says you must truly listen with your heart. If that gecko's call goes for 3 or more, talk, 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 or maybe 5, or even 7 times, that's your cue. That's your clear signal. It's deeply believed that these longer calls are not random sounds. Oh no, they're omens directly tied to your wealth, your fortune, your financial destiny. Think of it like this: 3 chirps, a little nudge, a small, good sign, perhaps unexpected cash, a tiny bonus, just enough to make you smile, a lovely surprise. 5 chirps, a much bigger whisper, a clearer promise, perhaps a new opportunity, a project that pays exceptionally well, a door opening just for you. 7 chirps, now that's a call, a truly rare one, so distinct, folk wisdom says. This is a sign of a significant shift, a big leap, a monumental change. In your financial luck, it's like nature itself is sending you a coded message. Get ready, something good is on its way, right to your doorstep. It's not just noise, it's a beautiful countdown to prosperity, if you only know how to listen and how to truly believe with your whole heart. You see, it's not about hunting for geckos or waiting anxiously for the sound. It's about opening your mind to the small signs, the tiny nudges that life sends every single day. A shift in perception, a gentle reminder that magic still exists all around us if we just choose to see, choose to hear. And speaking of those amazing shifts, those tiny nudges, what happens when someone truly hears this call, when that whisper becomes a roar of real-life change? Get ready now for a story you won't believe. A true example of the gecko's profound power. Just next. So, you might think this is just an old belief, a sweet story. But what if I told you about a friend, someone real, who heard that call and saw their life completely change? This is not just folklore. Listen now to my story. It's amazing. You know, I had a friend. Her name was Mai. Her life just quietly flowed by, money-wise. It was just average. Not much extra. Never really hurting. But Mai always felt something was missing. A surprise. A little touch of big luck. You know that feeling? One summer afternoon, the air was thick and hot. Mai was just sitting on her old wooden chair in her small home. Suddenly, from the corner of the wall, a gecko chirped. Talk. Then another. Talk. And again. Talk. She was startled. She'd never heard it so clearly, so close. It chirped 7 times. 7 chirps. Mai felt a bit strange. She just gave a little smile, thought to herself, must be me, just hearing things. The next day, Mai went to work, made her coffee, lived just like any other day, until lunchtime. Her colleague yelled, "Mai, hey, is this your number? On the lottery ticket?" Mai froze. The old ticket, just stuffed in her old purse. She pulled it out, her hands. They were shaking. It was true. Exactly the same. She'd hit the jackpot. Oh my goodness. Mai couldn't believe it. Tears just came. She burst with joy, right there, in the office. Later, she told me, about that night, the gecko's call. Exactly 7 chirps. It was so weird. It wasn't just random luck. She felt it was like a small signal, a gentle reminder that the universe sometimes sends us unexpected gifts when we just pay attention. And from then on, every time she heard a gecko, Mai would smile with a feeling of deep, peaceful belief. It's truly her story, a testament to listening to the whispers around us. Isn't that amazing? A tiny creature, a simple sound, changing a life. But this isn't just about luck. There's a reason. These beliefs persist through generations, a deeper truth tucked inside. Let's explore now the cultural depth and modern wisdom behind this little money messenger. So, you've heard Mai's story. Amazing, right? But why? Does this belief, this gecko whisper, last for so long? Through generations? There's a deeper truth hiding within. It's more than just a folk tale. Let's dive in, really deep. In many places, across Asia especially, this tiny gecko holds a truly big spiritual place. For centuries, people have seen them as guardians of the home, little protectors watching over your family, your space, and their calls were believed to be direct messages from the spirit world or from Mother Nature herself, a clear sign of good fortune coming your way soon. Think of it like a secret, ancient language passed down from wise elders to their children, whispered through time, from home to home. But what about now? In our busy, modern world, does this still hold true? Yes, absolutely. But in a way, you might not expect. It's about mindset and energy, pure energy. When you hear that call, and you choose to believe, it's a sign of good things. What happens to your own mind, to your inner self? You become more optimistic, more open, more alert to tiny possibilities. You start actively looking for luck, for chances. And guess what? When you look for it with that open heart, you often find it. It's a beautiful cycle, a magic trick your own brain plays. It's like your brain gets completely reprogrammed from negative thoughts, or even just neutral, to actively seeking out abundance. It's a conscious choice. This isn't just superstition. It's a powerful psychological tool, an ancient hack for your mind, a true game changer. The gecko's whisper becomes a trigger for pure positivity, for readiness to gently grab those financial chances that might have slipped by completely unnoticed before. It helps you align your energy, your deep self, with what you want to truly attract. Isn't that incredible? Just fascinating. So now, you know the secret, the deeper meaning, and the quiet power behind the gecko's call. But what if you get it wrong? What if you misinterpret a sign or accidentally push away that good luck? Next, we need to talk. about common mistakes and simple ways to make sure you truly welcome all that wealth into your life. Don't miss it. It's crucial. So, you know now the powerful secret of the gecko's call. But sometimes, even with good intentions, we can accidentally push away the very thing we want. Let's talk now about what not to do to truly welcome that money into your life. It's important, so important. One common mistake is simply fear or disgust. When you see a gecko maybe just scuttling across the wall or hear their call late at night, some people feel a bit of a chill. They just don't like their look or that sudden sound. And what happens? They try to shoo them away, maybe even try to harm them or remove them from their home. Oh no, this is a big mistake, a truly sad one. Remember always, they are messengers, little guardians of your home. They come with a purpose. Another one is relying too much on the omen alone. You hear the call, 3, 5, 7 chirps, and you think, okay, my money is absolutely coming. And then you just wait. You sit back, doing nothing. But true fortune rarely comes to those who just sit and wait, without effort, without action, without trying. It's a signal, a beautiful sign, not a magic spell. Without your steps, your active steps, it might just fade away. That beautiful chance, such a missed opportunity. Also, don't misunderstand their presence. Sometimes a gecko is just a gecko, looking for food or shelter or a friend. Don't get overly superstitious about every sound or every sighting. Balance is key, always, in everything, especially when it comes to luck and belief. You must balance faith with action. You see, it's not just about the gecko and its call. It's also about your reaction, your energy, your respect for these little beings and the subtle signals they bring. Your mindset truly shapes what you receive, even from a simple sound. It's all connected. Your thoughts, your actions, their whispers. So now, you know the common traps and how to avoid them. You're armed with understanding. But how do you actively turn that gecko's call into a real money magnet? How do you truly welcome its gift? Next, we'll talk about specific ways to welcome and amplify that fortune. It's simpler than you think and truly exciting. So, you know now the pitfalls, the common mistakes. But how do you actively turn that gecko's call into a real money magnet? How do you truly welcome its gift? It's simpler than you think and truly exciting. Let's see. First, the art of listening. It's not about straining your ears or waiting anxiously. It's about being mindful, being present in your home. When you hear that talk, 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 especially 3 times or more, don't just let it pass. Take a moment, just a breath, and acknowledge it. Acknowledge the sound, the potential. Next, your intention. This is key. As you hear the call quietly in your mind, picture your goal. Maybe it's a new client, a bonus, an invoice, getting paid, or just more peace about money. Visualize it already happening. Feel that joy, that relief, as if it's here now. This isn't just dreaming. You are aligning your energy with the signal the Gecko is bringing. You are opening the door. Also, create space. A clear home, a calm mind welcomes good energy and good luck. Make sure your entrance is clear. Your living space is uncluttered. Your wallet is tidy. These are small actions that send big signals to the universe. I am ready to receive. You can also just quietly thank the Gecko for its message, a simple act of gratitude for the omen and for the coming wealth. It's a beautiful thing, you see. It's not about controlling magic. It's about learning to dance with the universe, to recognize its signs, to be open to its flow. The Gecko is just a guide, a gentle reminder that abundance is always around you if you simply tune in. So now, you have the tools, the knowledge to welcome this incredible financial wisdom into your life. You know how to listen, how to act, how to believe. It's time now for the final piece, a powerful reminder and a call to action to truly seal the deal and bring it all home. You know, just last month, after I really started to listen to these small things, I was feeling so incredibly stuck with a big project at work. It was just looming over me. Days went by, then weeks, and I simply couldn't see the path forward. It felt like a heavy fog around my mind. One quiet evening, sitting alone in my living room, the lights were low, just a soft glow. I was probably staring blankly at the wall. My thoughts were a tangled mess. Then I heard it, so distinctly, from the far corner near the window. Talk, 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 then another. Talk, talk. 5 chirps, so incredibly clear, so distinct, like tiny bells in the quiet. My very first thought was the Gecko and its message. A tiny, knowing smile came to my lips, almost without my noticing. I didn't rush to buy a lottery ticket. Number not this time. Instead, I just took a slow, deep breath and focused on that challenging project. I pictured it, not just finished, but beautifully, flawlessly, successful. I let myself feel that immense relief, that wave of excitement, as if it was already done, already here. That night, I slept soundly, for the first time in days. The very next morning, I woke up with an idea so simple, so perfectly clear. It was like a light bulb just popped on inside my head. I applied it to my work that same day, and truly, it all just fell into place seamlessly. The project was not just a success, it was a brilliant one. And yes, it brought a really nice, unexpected bonus too. It wasn't about the gecko magically solving it. For me, it was about that whisper being a trigger for my mind to finally open up, to feel profoundly positive, to invite the solution and the wealth. It's truly amazing. A powerful, quiet confirmation. So, you have now the tools, the knowledge to welcome this incredible, ancient wisdom into your life. You know how to listen, how to act, how to believe. But what now? How do we seal the deal and truly bring it all home? It's simple, my friend. It comes down to reflection and action. You've learned now that a tiny sound, so often missed, can carry such a big, profound message. The gecko's whisper, not just noise, but a signal for your wealth, for your fortune, your true abundance. It's a beautiful reminder that magic still exists in the everyday, in the small things around us, always. And it starts with just your attention, your willingness to listen, to believe, to truly open your heart. Remember Mai's story, that powerful shift from a simple call. It wasn't just luck. It was about her openness, her readiness to receive, her gentle faith. My own story, the project, the unexpected, bonus. It wasn't magic, just a nudge to a better mindset, a clearer path. You see, the greatest wealth isn't always just about money. It's about the peace of mind, the positive energy, the feeling of hope. That comes from being attuned to the universe, to its subtle, beautiful whispers. That's the real treasure, the true abundance for your soul. So now, I want to ask you a simple question. Have you ever heard the gecko's call? And now, will you listen more closely from tonight? I truly hope so, because your home, your life, it's filled with hidden magic, just waiting to be discovered. If this whisper has touched you, if it's opened your eyes to something new, please give this video a gentle like, share it with a friend who needs this quiet magic, this little spark of hope, and subscribe so softly so you don't miss any more secrets from our journey for true abundance and inner peace. Thank you for listening, for being here. Until next time, may your home be filled with wealth and endless blessings, and may you always hear the whispers of prosperity,